the race for the World Series crown is down to 8. And a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Angels. As longtime manager Mike Scioscia will line up his guys like this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. Behind him, here's how the Astros will line it up on defense. Josh Rutledge will head for the box now as we're just about set to get underway in Game 1 of this AL Division Series. And Steve, after that wild card win, what's the mindset here going forward?
Well, once you come out of a stressful game like that, I think you got to build on that success and say, we've got to keep this thing going. You can't just be happy to be here, or else, I think you get buried.
first pitch, 7:05.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
And I think most hitters will tell you, if you Get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Here's the pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The pitch. There's a hard hit ball out to left center, and it'll be over the head of the shortstop VR. It's a base hit. Mike Trout will get his first shot now with the runner at first following the one-out single. First offering on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you're going to find yourself in these kind of counts.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here in the first. This is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. There's little question about that, so we'll be fired up about that one.
First pitch on its way to Upton. And this is fouled straight back. 2 out with the man at first. He's ready. Now the pitch. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now. He's set. Now the pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Batista is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Cole Calhoun leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Now the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
On a very undisciplined swing there. It's 2-1. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Fouled back. Once again, a 3-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Here's Matt Joyce now. As he can't get a barrel on the knuckleball that time, it's strike 1.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball, but now 0-2, can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Trevor Plouffe will stand in, held hitless in the wild card game victory.
Yeah, and they wound up not needing him in that victory, but if they plan on making any noise in these playoffs, he's going to have to be a guy they lean on.
And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1.
Strike him out. Right now,
Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a ground ball. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they scored the out. Angels are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Andrew Lambo is ready to go here as we begin the third.
First baseman number 19.
Here's the first offering.
Lambo.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now here it comes. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here it comes. Fouled straight back. Another 0-2 coming. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Into the box, Tony Sanchez. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And now a pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
And here you go, one more time. You keep making quality pitches, keep getting quality outs. That pitch right there on the outside corner, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Josh Rutledge. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. Now here's the pitch. In there, strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, and 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Brandon Crawford will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Brandon Crawford.
First pitch coming. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Ready with another 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
And now on 1 and 2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And Rasmus looks this one in for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Now here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here comes a 2-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. Even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Justin Upton now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
He's just cutting his way right through the teeth of this order. They're not even putting up much of a fight.
Here's the pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Cole Calhoun will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
The pitch. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And say goodbye to that one. Into the seats in right for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and the Angels are on the board. It's a 2-1 game.
Oh, 0-2. He'd love to have that pitch back. This is a curveball, and I think he wants this pitch to be nowhere near the zone. Instead, it's an absolute hanger, and that's a kind of mistake you just can't afford to make with the count in your favor like that.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Trevor Plouffe will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Now here it comes. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And with the big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. The 1-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Andrew Lambeau will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Here comes a 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. Here now the 2-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ballgame, and this one ends the inning. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run, this is now a 1-run game. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Angels 1. Tony Sanchez will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
First pitch to him. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Now the pitch. And he's just rolling right now. Even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Josh Rutledge will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Fouled back. Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, and that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And Dominguez able to make the catch, and that'll conclude matters here in the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 2 and the Angels 1. Mike Trout will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
That's by him for strike 1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Here's the 1-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
We've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here's Justin Upton now. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. Strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Cole Calhoun come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And that's in there for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. Houston leads this one 2-1. Matt Joyce will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Now the pitch. Out in front of it as this is pulled down the line to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Trevor Plouffe will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. And as you can see by the line score, 2 very well-pitched ball games to this point in the 8th. 2-1 our score as both starters have pitched well enough to win this one. Andrew Lambeau will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now he'll step off and rethink this. The next pitch. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
That pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Beat it up, drive it like you can. Let's go.
Here's the 1-1. And a slow knuckleball misses here. 2-1 now. Here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They're down 2-1. Fernando Salas is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Fernando Salas.
From your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch it.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Astros win this thing 2-1. Good night from Houston.